pilot of Mindful. My name's Ashley Bodell, and I work with the Sunday Dinner Realty Partners, and this is our first pilot podcast. So, want to introduce you guys yourselves?
I'm Audrey Mitchell, and I'm a therapist at Grand Rapids Specialty Therapy.
And I'm Julie Bacon, and I'm a loan officer with Van Dyke Mortgage.
All right, and you may ask yourself what brings us all together.
Well, how I think this conversation started is I walked into Bryant's office dressed as Cruella de Vil. And he was like, do you need help? No, I'm just kidding. But really, this is how it happened. We started talking about what we're passionate about. And I was just said, mental health is something that I am extremely passionate about. Within like a day, you called me, and an idea was born.
Yeah, so I had been toying around with the idea of doing, each of us on the Sunday Dinner Realty Partners has a passion. What's their number one drive as in nonprofits and what we want to be involved in with the community. And I always knew that mine was going to be mental health, but I didn't really know how that was going to form or what. And
well, how are you supposed to sit there and talk about it if it's just you?
Yeah,
here's what I'm thinking today. Do you want to know
crazy.
what I'm thinking?
Welcome to the crazy show. Could be just me walking around my house
That actually might be a good episode.
I think
Real
my
life.
dad would be
Real life.
ashamed. Be like, I did not raise you to be that weird.
And for me, I heard the background of it and was like, oh, try to highlight this organization and this organization and this organization for being in mental health field.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
She's the one that
Really?
knows what she's talking about.
That's a lie. That's false. It's all a facade.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. Well, you went to school for it. So
That's true.
I assume
That is
you
true.
probably know more than...
And I'm a financial therapist.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm an emotional therapist as a realtor.
I'm an
my
actual
sink isn't
therapist.
working this morning. I'm like, I don't know. It worked when we showed the house. Yeah.
I think what's neat, even though we're in very different lines of work, it's like me, I'm the outlier, not in the whole real estate gamut. But we're all passionate about mental health and really breaking down this stigma. So we really thought the whole purpose of this mindful video is really just to talk about it, normalize mental health. Let's talk about it, because the more that we talk about it, the less stigma that's associated with it. So for me personally, it's twofold. One is to reduce the stigma. The other is to highlight awesome either nonprofits or other organizations that are doing this awesome work on the ground in Grand Rapids and surrounding areas. So I'm super excited for who we'll get to visit and get to learn from. So I'm super excited about that aspect.
Me too. That's me. I want to learn so much about this. Unfortunately, or sometimes fortunately, my family has been affected by mental health in a few different aspects. And I'm excited to learn about it, be able to talk about it. Sometimes some of these might be hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's going to be tears.
Yeah. But to be able to learn and show other people that there are people to help and not
and how and where to reach out. I think that's a big thing, especially with how messed up our healthcare system is right now. We all everything costs so much money. What if I lose my job? What if, and not that we can answer all those questions for you individually, but it at least directs you to some resources. There's counselors that you can call 24 hours a day that are free. Yeah. And we hope to provide some of that information and insight along the way, because where to start is the hardest part.
Or how to recognize it in other people.
Yeah, that's a big one.
To be able to be of help. That is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even
when you're
within
sometimes
yourself.
that
And the
gone.
Right.
Yeah.
And the
You
tips
don't
and
know.
tricks for yourself too. It's called mindful.
Mm-hmm.
The big word for all anxiety reduction or mental health is practice mindfulness. And so I feel like this word, mindful, and even the hyphenation or dot, however however the logo is to break it up, because it to have a full body and a full psyche, you have to have a full mind. And what does that look like? So we'll hopefully be doing different tips and tricks from
get an ultraviolet light.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It does work.
Seasonal affective
My happy
disorder.
light is amazing. Yeah.
Go Go on Amazon. They're like $30.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
And they work.
Placebo effect, vitamin D, proven to reduce your depressive symptoms and encourage
While I
happiness.
do my makeup, I just have it go. It helps.
Nice.
If
Probably
I'm
get
not
good
doing my
eyebrow
makeup in
waxing.
the
Did I get all those little strays?
Yeah,
Doing
so
it tonight.
I never do it. I'm always just like, huh? they're
No,
blonde.
getting my light.
Oh, I was talking about my eyebrow hairs. Anyways, back on topic. So yeah, that's a little bit like about what the videos are going to be. We're going to have, we're going to interview different nonprofits and highlight mainly nonprofits in Grand Rapids to show what they're all about and
Learn about them.
yeah,
You all will learn with us.
Yep.
yeah, we'll learn together.
And who to contact for what if you feel like you are struggling or dealing with specific things regarding the big like mental health umbrella, where to go for what, and where do I go if I don't have insurance, where do I go for this, that, and the other thing, and
That's so needed.
Yeah, yeah, I think it, especially when you're down that rabbit hole, your hole is so big, you know, that's another step that you could bear. Some people can, you know, are so low that getting dressed is hard. How do you fight or find how to get out and ask for help when you don't know where to start is a big one.
Right.
I mean, that insurance thing with the aging and people that aren't even really aging, but now have Medicare. I mean,
Yeah.
that's, or Medicaid, I
huge.
don't even know the difference, but.
Care for the elderly, aid younger. That's how I remember it.
Oh, nice one.
That's nursing
Yes.
school.
But that
Yes.
is more confusing than anything. That'll make you depressed just trying to figure that
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
my grandma had a hard
Yeah.
time when she switched. Yeah, it was rough. So we are going to be having these air the last Wednesday of every month at 9 a.m. And the Monday before, we're going to do a little sneak peek watch party of what's to come. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Check us out.
Bye.